Welcome to another episode of the Back Catalogue podcast. My name is Apo. This is Vincent. And today we're doing 2022's very own Nope.
Or if you say it in Australian, it's Nope.
Because Australians say Nope differently to how others say Nope.
That's right.
That's correct. That's what we're trying to get at here.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some facts. We'll get into this. It's got 6.8 out of 10 on the IMDb. It's got 83% on the Rotten Tomatoes.
It's got what on IMDb?
6.8 out of 10. It had a budget of $68 million and it made $172.3 million. A man and his sister discover something sinister in the skies above their California horse ranch, while the owner of a nearby theme park tries to profit from the mysterious, otherworldly phenomenon. And we're here. We're doing Nope. This is the final installment of the Jordan Peele trilogy.
Yeah.
And you would think that Daniel Kaluuya would have been in all of them. Kaluuya would have been in all of them. But he was only in 2. But it would have been really cool if they had the whole series and it's just him as different people in each of the movies. And it
turns out he's actually the same person.
It's somehow all connected?
Yeah.
Would that be crazy?
And then the fourth movie is there's the 3 of them from the different movies and they all meet up and they're 3 different people.
And they're all Chris's friend Chris.
And there's Jordan Peele cinematic universe. And then he ruins it and then no one wants to watch his movies anymore.
So we're going to get into it because we were told to, well, we thought we were told to watch the entire trilogy, but we were told to watch one movie. We're told to watch Us by our Patreon member, Waleed. And shout out Waleed because he's on the Patreon and you can sign up as well. But we're going to get into this because, again, this is a movie that I have watched. This is your first time viewing it. Is that correct?
This is my first time viewing it. Yep, long time listener, first time viewer.
And I will say something off the bat here. You know, the previous 2 movies, when I first viewed them, I really enjoyed them. This is a movie, when I first viewed it, I was not a fan. But will that have changed?
Did it change?
Well, I don't know. Am I still a freaky? I'm not. Let's get into this. So essentially what it is like there's a man living on a horse farm and there's aliens.
I mean, the Crystal Skull was aliens, so...
The Crystal Skull was aliens and maybe the UFO is actually aliens. Do you know that's the crazy thing about this movie? The UFO, you think it's a spaceship. It's a full-blown alien.
I mean, I'll say, because, we're 2 minutes 40 in, people already turned off, but this is 100% out of all the 3 movies, this is the one where someone would have told me, hey, Jordan Peele made this movie, I would have said, yeah, 100%. This is the one.
This is the one.
This is the one.
Because it's aliens?
Because it's aliens, but it's like, hey, it's a UFO, but the UFO eats people.
And there's a monkey that also eats people, a chimpanzee that also eats people. Can I because we're 3 minutes and 12 seconds in.
Yeah.
Can I just say to you guys right now, upon second viewing, this is probably better than Us.
This is an unbelievable movie.
It was real good. And, I'm a fan of Us. That's why I say it's probably better than Us, because I'm a fan of Us.
Yeah, I wasn't that big of a fan
You
of
weren't
Us.
as big of a fan of Us. But this is definitely the second best in the trilogy.
Dude, this is, Get Out. The thing about Get Out is the premise is just crazy. It's just a suspenseful film. Mm-hmm. It's just an all around good film. It's got the horror elements. It's got the mystery.
It's got the comedy.
It's got the comedy. Yeah, it's got a bit of comedy. Yeah,
Little Harry coming in.
Yeah, some bit. Yeah,
circumstantial comedy as well. The man just running at people.
Yeah.
And then he turns off.
Circumstantial. But this movie just feels like, I don't know. It feels like it's put together and it just fits all perfectly. I don't know how.
Well, we're going to talk about it. We talked about last week how in Us it sort of felt like some of the cinematography, some of the way that things were shot and the way that things looked wasn't as nice as what it was in Get Out. It wasn't as intriguing as what it was in Get Out. This movie I think Jordan Peele must have heard that and said, I'm taking it up to another level. Because every shot in this movie could be a poster. It could be something on your wall because it just you're on a horse ranch.
Dude, they're on a ranch. Come on, they're on horses.
They're on horses. They got that horse with the little thing flying up in the air. There's statue. Aliens, the statue. There's things flying. Of course, it's going to look really good. But also, you got my man's Glenn from The Walking Dead dressed as a cowboy.
What's his actual name?
Stephen something.
Stephen Yeun.
You got him dressed as a cowboy. You've got him reminiscing on like Party Time with like MacGyver, whatever that monkey's name
Gordy.
is. Gordy.
Gordy. It was Gordy's house.
Gordy's house.
Gordy made it his house.
Like every scene in this movie feels just perfectly crafted. It's as if he had like a little what's it called, a little tweezers, and he was just placing the pieces in.
He had that cinematographer dude.
Oh,
just
man.
dropped him in there. Who's this dude with the absolutely unbelievable voice? He's definitely got some sort of lung situation going on. Like he's been smoking.
He's been smoking, but for the benefit of us all.
Jeez, anytime his voice, even when he said the purple people eater, which I think in and of itself is a stupid thing to like. They were just at the table talking about like, yeah, the giant purple people eater, don't eat me. But you hear it in the first part he started saying, I'm thinking, okay, all right, yeah, all right, good. And then he kept saying this last, jeez.
In many ways, like there's elements of this where this is Jordan Peele's Jaws, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they got the rough dude that's singing songs, because there is also that iconic scene in Jaws, in which they're sitting down singing songs, and then George is just not George, but Jaws is just lurking in the background waiting.
Is that his first name?
His name is Bruce, but
Shark
named Bruce.
Bruce Jaws.
Bruce Jaws. That's why Bruce from Finding Nemo is Bruce.
Bruce Jaws.
Bruce Jaws, because he did it in the first one. He did it in Jaws. He did it for the first time in Jaws. This movie, it brings in not only just like the amazing scenery, the amazing shots, all that sort of stuff. The characters are great and relatable. Like, Christopher and Chris, who I forgot his name, OJ. He's fantastic. He is fantastic because like socially he's been living on a horse ranch his whole life doing horse things.
And you can tell.
But also like he's a man that when the going gets tough, he goes back to what he knows. He goes back to knowing about how animals work, and he implements that at every step that he can. Right? The dynamic between him and his sister, because his sister is just like extroverted, he's introverted.
The way that she's introduced is fantastic. He talking like, oh man, where are you? I'm out here trying to just make the horse do whatever the horse need to do. Mm-hmm. You need to introduce us. And he's talking, oh yeah, we're from. Hey, she comes in here talking about like, hey, you ever need a grilled cheese? I got you.
And Kiki Palmer, you put her in a film and she'll do things.
Yeah.
And then there's the other guy, I forgot his name, but he's funny too.
Is his name Angel?
His name could have been Angel.
I think it was Angel.
And I see a man, like a good-looking man with like blonde like tips. I know it's not tips, like most of his hair's blonde, but like that's a guy that I envy because he got hair.
Yeah, but yours has come back.
Mine's coming back. When I went to Turkey,
Airways.
Yeah, it's coming back. I just need
Lucky
to get it.
you came home before Turkey went home to their home.
I know, because he's going there.
Well, I mean, they went home.
They went there.
Yeah, they lost.
I thought it was going there.
I mean, there was a lot of money put into the economy because Turkish Airways.
That's right.
So they've used that to bolster the infrastructure around football.
That's right.
They did well.
If you look at the graph between like Turkish Airways customers and like the success of the
Turkey national team, yeah,
it's like pretty similar.
I mean, they got one of the best young players in the world.
Man, and he got good hair.
Dude, he got good hair.
You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have to go to Airways. He just needs to go Turkish.
He's been the source. He's been at the source.
There.
When you drink from the water from the source, that's the purest, right?
That's right.
And we'll get into that. But let's get into this movie. I want to get into some key scenes. One of the qualms that I had when I first watched it, and this is a qualm that I now reject completely, is that I didn't find the alien to be very intriguing, right? And then when I rewatched it and, you see it just flying through the air, you see it gradually evolve into this like just wild thing,
crazy.
Just flopping around and like looking like streamers. You see the inside of the alien as like the people are going through.
I want to watch this movie again. He makes movies that you want to watch again, not us. I didn't want to watch that again. I don't think I ever want to watch that again.
He makes movies you want to watch
this one, because you've got the parts where it looks like they're in a tent.
Yeah.
And people were screaming and thinking, oh, it's like the circus, Where
are they at? Like there's people flying around, Dude, that opening scene when it's like you see the square thing, which is I guess what his mouth is, or like maybe his digestive tract.
Yeah.
And you're just thinking, what's this going to be? It's far better than saying tunnels under America. you know?
Oh, 100%. 100%. The alien was so cool.
It was very cool.
It was so cool.
And the fact that it's just there at all times.
The cloud, you see the cloud, it's just not moving.
The part when you when OJ comes back, or he's out somewhere, he comes back and the cars are breaking down because the alien's over the top.
Yeah.
And it's dark, it's cloudy, and you don't know where the alien is, and he's thinking like, can I make this escape? Can I get the people in? It's the first time he looks away from the alien. That's a terrifying scene because you're thinking, he's going to get
when the other two are in the house.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're thinking he's going to get taken. Even when they're doing like the filming and, my guy that's on the on the ones and twos gets sucked up. That's terrifying too. Because it's out in the open, it's daylight. You've come from a movie like Us where
You're
it's
talking
like...
about TMZ?
No, not TMZ. Well, that actually, TMZ was involved at that point, wasn't it?
TMZ,
yeah. Yeah. That whole scene is...
That was hilarious.
That's chaotic. TMZ is funny.
Yeah.
I was trying to look to find who the TMZ guy was. Like, I wonder, is he some uncredited, famous person? Because his face wasn't shown, but his voice just sounded like it was someone important.
Familiar?
I don't know if it sounded familiar, but it was definitely sounded like someone important.
Yeah.
And the what's it called, dude? The voice, TMZ guy. I'm gonna search it up. But let's talk about some of your key scenes, your favorite scenes in this film, because you're a guy that likes this sort of thing.
What films?
Films, but also like films like this,
Films like this. The one thing one of the scenes that stuck with me is when Glenn from The Walking Dead is out there talking about, hey, we're doing the show, I don't want you to be alarmed, but there's an alien.
Yeah.
And then talking about, hey, my first crush is in the audience. And dude, that terrifies me.
Wait, what, when you see a face looking like that?
Yeah, because just the whole Gordy's house thing was crazy.
The Gordy's house thing
crazy.
Is a scary scene.
Yeah. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Because it gives you little clips and then it just gives you the whole thing. And his explanation of it when he's talking about the Saturday Night Live skit of Gordy's house, and he's talking about, my man's from whatever that movie is, Will Ferrell. He was he was just absolutely, beautiful as Gordy. All those bits. And you can just see, like, he's obviously, this is his means of processing it. Like, he won't talk about the event. And then it cuts back to him as the child sitting there with the Gordy's blood all over him.
Oh my God.
The shoe just standing up. That imagery of that shoe just standing up is scary. I don't get it, but it's scary. It must mean something.
Oh, at the end when they showed the whole thing, dude, that was.
And like, is this whole thing a means to be like, hey, don't look the animal in the eyes, and that's how you not be deemed as a threat?
Well, he was looking him in the eyes.
Yeah, but there was the sheet in the way.
Oh, okay. I
thought that's what it was.
So I thought it was, because obviously man's got sucked up, like, the whole family.
Everyone got sucked up. Dude, the kids, the damn kids that came to scare OJ.
Yeah, which that was funny as well. But they all got sucked up, and because he was staring right at it.
Yeah.
Because that's what he did in Gordy's house.
He looked it right in the face.
He was just staring at it. And then, Mans was doing the fist bump or whatever. And so now he's thinking, like, he's just in it's the duality of animals, I guess.
It's duality of animals, Maybe one and
that's
they
what
give
I was
fist
thinking.
bumps.
Because it was I don't want to say weird. It didn't seem like it really fit with the movie in the sense that it was just it almost felt like hey, we're just going to spin off for a few minutes here and there.
Do Gordy's home.
Right. Obviously, it was a very integral part of the movie because it started the movie, and then they show.
Was that your body?
I don't know. I think maybe.
Whoa! What? Dude, you got Gordy in you. What's going on? That's what it sounded like when people get sucked up into the...
Yeah.
Dude, bodies do things, man. They do things that will wild you out like that. Oh, man, wilding out with Nick Cannon and that white guy.
Get that checked out. Hey, Doc, can you just listen to this podcast? It happens at the about the 14-minute mark. Yeah. Still doing it. Talking, hey, okay.
Do you need a burp? Do you just need a burp?
No, I don't. You just watch the whole, just listen to the whole thing, just in case. Just in case it happens.
Tell your friends. 7-day free trial, Patreon. Yeah. But yeah, the I mean, but that's what I maybe I'm not smart enough to know.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to look it up.
It was good. It was good, nevertheless, for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it did, but it added to the film for sure.
When that dad comes downstairs, he's like, Gordy, no, Gordy. I'm like, why didn't that dude stay upstairs?
And then you can see people in the audience
and they're just hiding behind it. Dude, that's scary. I thought they were all dead initially, and then you see them gradually moving.
Yeah.
Far out. Then Gordy gets splattered.
Dude, Gordy gets splattered, but he was piecing up that girl.
Oh, dude, just eating things, punching things. But that's what happens when you see. This is the issue with like humans, right? This is the issue with humans. They think like, hey,
the issue, not a issue. The
this is the key issue.
Yeah.
They think that, hey, we're humans. We're in control. We'll go do swims in the ocean. We'll go down to the deepest depths of the ocean because it is our domain. We'll take animals into our home because it is our domain. This is the thing you got to understand. You mess around with the wrong thing, with the wrong depth, with the wrong animal, you got a PlayStation remote, you're going down deep. Doesn't matter whose animal it is, man.
You put the wrong party hat on the wrong animal?
Jesus. You float up balloons with the wrong animal? That scene when like the balloons come up and you hear the pop and then it cuts away.
Yeah. Oh,
that's scary, dude. That's the thing, there's people out there with chimpanzees in their house. Still.
Yeah, that's the thing. I remember watching a documentary on chimpanzees, and I think it was a Louis Theroux joint, and he was talking about how, up to a certain age they're fine, but then they they mature or whatever, and then they're basically insanely strong, and
they rip appendages off.
Yeah,
rip them.
Yeah, because they're strong as hell,
and they also have no means of being like, hey, this is not a nice thing to do. Like that part of their brain doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's right. Because they're an animal.
They're an animal, exactly. Yeah. But they also do stuff where they're like, this isn't a nice thing to do, so I'm going to do it.
You reckon?
Yeah, dude. I watched this documentary on Netflix, and it was just all the documentary was there was chimps, and it was like it was like Vincent and Apple are walking through the jungle looking for food, and then the other tribe comes through, and they're just brawling.
We talking tribe? We talking chimps? Chimp tribes.
But I'm talking chimp tribes.
Yeah.
And like the other tribe comes through and they beat up like all these chimps, right?
Yeah.
And then the chimps are like, no, dude, this is happening. We're gonna go after like their kids.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat their kids in front of them while they watch.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They're like, hey, you wronged me in a certain way. There's a classic story about the chimpanzee that the man, it got to a point where he couldn't handle the chimpanzee anymore, took it back to a place where they farm chimpanzees, they house chimpanzees, maybe a chimpanzee house, maybe Gordy's, right? The man says, hey, it's your birthday, I'm going to bring you a cake. Brings the chimpanzee a cake. The other chimpanzees see that this man's brought him a cake and they break out and they just tear this man apart.
Oh, the dude.
The dude that brought the cake. Because the other chimpanzees are like, where's my cake? You bring Gordy a cake, you ain't going to bring me a cake. And then he ate his cake. He said, no matter the bad, I'm eating your cake.
Who said that?
The chimps.
Jeez.
We could get that up. Like, we could watch the footage. I don't think there's footage.
But we could do it.
We could do it.
If anyone could do it, we could do it.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Man, this is I don't even know. I feel like I watched this a few days ago, so my memory just.
Oh no, but it's great, dude. I think OJ is
when he was saying, oh.
That's what he was saying, dude. That's what he was saying, Ed. It'd be funny if you're like, when he was saying it, he was just like,
It's been a day. It's been a day.
It's been a day. It's been a weekend. It's been all of those things.
Oh, man. Now, when he was saying, hey, I don't think it's shit.
Yeah. He thinks it's a what's called?
The only criticism I have of this movie is they said nope too many times.
If he had just said it when the aliens popped up, like the kid aliens popped up, that's hilarious.
Or just one part, because they said it right at the start. Gordy's house.
Someone said nope?
Yeah.
Oh.
One of them said no.
Uh-huh.
There was too many times.
It wasn't a hitter of nope either.
It wasn't a hitter.
No.
It wasn't a hitter.
The part with the alien when he says nope.
Yeah.
And he just swings.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Because that's what you do. If I saw an alien,
but hanging from the thing, you see it's right
coming
there.
Down, yeah, dude, that alien's getting a right hook. That's a scary scene though as well.
Yeah. Because also the alien near the light looks like it comes starts doing cartwheels down.
Yeah. And also when it's standing there, the first one.
Yeah.
And you like, is that something?
Yeah.
And then it moves. You're like, oh my goodness. Because it's funny in retrospect, but it's also scary. Because I watched this twice and both times I was scared knowing that was not the alien.
I was also disappointed that the OJ's pops died straight off the gate.
Because he's just a classic in the cinema industry.
Why? Just his voice.
He's got a fantastic voice.
Oh my God. What a voice.
What movies has he been? He's been in some good movies.
I don't know. He was in Community for a few episodes.
But dude, when they see him on the hospital bed with just one eye just gone, key through it or whatever it was. Or was that was in the horse?
It was a penny.
It was a penny.
The key was in the horse.
Key was in the horse.
Yeah, because you hear the yelling.
Yeah.
You hear the It's like things
dude, that's scary, dude. TMZ's there. It's a fantastic film from start to finish. Like there's
well, it's an interesting alien film. Because it's a pretty, hey, we found aliens. We need a. I'm saying that like it's a thing. I don't know of any other movies that I've watched that have done that.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to think about alien movies. I'm thinking about specifically Alien, the one where they're on a planet and it was originally Prometheus.
Yeah. That's a different type of movie.
That's a different type of movie, exactly. And that's what I think is unique about this movie. It's a different take on an alien.
I guess it's not something that you would expect from, hey, we're going to go find aliens. It just seems completely different. But maybe that's because my knowledge of, hey, I'm going to go find aliens is, oh my God, there's aliens. And then there's the dude with the hair. You know what I mean?
Which is the dude there?
The meme, the aliens meme.
Oh.
You know?
The classic aliens meme.
The classic.
If that's a way to just get the youth on the right track. You bring back memes like that, that's all you give them.
You bring back the templates. You just give the regular meme templates.
You take away TikTok, you take away Reels, Shorts, you just give them 9-gag, photos only. No videos.
You got Bad Luck Brian, you got, the unpopular opinion.
That's right.
One, whatever. You get the duck, the anti-joke duck or anti-joke chicken or whatever.
Something mallard.
Yeah,
called a mallard.
Yeah, man. The mallard was the man. I can't believe I've done this.
That's what the mallard. I mean, a mallard is another word for a duck. I think it's like a specific duck.
Yeah.
But you bring back all of those.
Yeah.
Bring back the one with the dude who's like Scumbag Steve or whatever his name is.
Scumbag Steve. Yeah, Scumbag Steve for sure.
Yeah, and all those people were people, and that's the best part about it.
All those people were people.
Dude, I love it.
Dude, the Ermagerd, whatever they are, she's got something.
Yeah.
She's got something.
Right. She got something.
She's got something in her hands.
Is it cheeseburgers? No. It's like Del Toro Quest or something.
Yeah, it's something. It's something.
That's how you get the youth back on track.
Yeah.
And this is a movie, if you just want to watch a movie that is not only enjoyable from the character perspective, enjoyable from the cinematography perspective, and enjoyable from the perspective of just being something unique and cool that, I don't feel like I've experienced.
It is fairly scary, some parts, I would say. It's a thriller more so than a horror movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some pretty scary bits.
Dude, when they're getting sucked up to the alien, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
And the goo goes on that lady and she just starts screaming.
Oh, dude.
Because she's obviously getting turned into goo. And that's her final state. Gordy's home. He's home and now he's in my mind rent-free as well.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, you're talking about, hey, where'd you get that horse from? Oh, man, yeah. Where'd you get yours from? That's hilarious.
That's what I tell the police. If I stole something, like, yeah, you got this at home as well? And they'd be like, well, no, I don't. But like, well, you should. I'll talk over you.
Hilarious. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
And I love that he's sort of like, not wanting to push hard, but also maybe he goes home and he goes to his kids, he's like, go scare these people.
Yeah, I don't know.
The scary thing about, because, me and you typically, if we experience something scary, we'd say like, who could we, left, right, good night.
Yeah.
You can't do that to Gordy.
No. You do that's Gordy's situation, that's it. I'm Glenn. I'm looking at the thing in the eye and thinking.
You hope my glasses reflect so that he doesn't see me.
That is interesting. I didn't think about the sheet there.
That's what I thought it was, that it removed, was a degree of separation.
And then you got the lady there. She's got the same similar kind of sheet vibes.
The horse, the man looks into the eyes of the horse, or does the no, that's what he does. He puts the reflection onto the horse at the start.
I don't know. I feel like you're doing anything like a horse.
A horse.
He's talking about hey, don't go around the back, and she's going around the back of the horse.
Almost gets booted. Imagine that old lady gets booted.
This is post Red Dead Redemption 2. One, even one.
Even one, like,
Even
but
one.
Red Dead Redemption 2 really put in the effort to, like, you could die if you get to the back of a horse,
Yeah.
the wrong horse.
Yeah.
Fantastic, though. Let's get into some ratings, then we'll get out of here.
It's got to be a 7.5, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give it an 8 just based on the fact that I gave Us a 7.5. And I think this is a better film.
It is an 8. What did I give Get Out? I feel like I gave it
You gave it an 8.5, 9, around that territory.
Yeah, this is probably 7.58. I was thinking about the rating system. I don't think our rating system is good. I don't think mine is good.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I don't think we should rate them out of 10 because I feel like that's just
Maybe
weird,
some movies out of
arbitrary.
7, you know?
I don't think a number is the issue. I think it's hey, would you watch this again? I don't know.
Yeah, you think that
No, I mean, no one gets to this part of the
No.
podcast anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just thinking for myself.
Like, we create our own rating system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it might be like, hey, I like this movie.
Hey, I like this movie.
Yeah. Like, Gordy's home, and this has been the back catalogue.
Talk soon.